Okay, so I just want to show a quick guide on how to beat all the bosses in the any percent no outbounds route. So obviously there's a few bosses that are being skipped. Anyway, so for Astarte, so she's the first boss we fight in the any percent no outbounds. So what you want to do is you need to enter the room as Charlotte. So make sure you're Charlotte, and just make sure you got the strength beast on. I mean, you should have it on all the time, but if you accidentally picked up Rage and Fire in the beginning, then you need to switch it out. But just keep that in mind. So yeah, just enter the boss room as Charlotte. You can have Jonathan out as well, but I usually summon him the moment I'm casting strength up. So yeah, you just want to immediately cast this and then switch to Jonathan, and then just mash darts. Now the strength up isn't for the darts, it's for the Kaiser Knuckle. So the moment you get interrupted by your darts, just start spamming, just switch to Kaiser Knuckle. Don't worry about darts anymore. Even if you got mana, just switch to Kaiser Knuckle, just crouch and spam Kaiser Knuckle. And it should be over very quickly. It's very easy to do. It's pretty much a no-brainer fight, to be honest. Now, if I just go over it again. First off is that she has an attack called Temptation, and you need to dodge this or the run is pretty much dead. So here it is. So you just want to jump over her head. There's basically a blind spot above her head, so you just need to jump there when she does the attack. But other than that, all her attacks can be low profiled. You don't even need to know what they do, just crouch it. Like they all get low profile. The only attack you have to dodge is the Temptation. And she does walk around, and it can be hard to react to depending on where you are. So I mean, in theory you can do this boss fight without taking damage, but it's very hard to react to her walking. So let me see. Yeah, so like that. So if you're really close, sometimes it can be a bit hard to react to attacks, and that's what happens if you get hit by a Temptation. You will just die. So what I like to do is I like to enter this boss room with 46 HP, just in case she walks into you. You can heal to max if you want, but I think optimally you want higher than 46 just in case she walks into you, because it can be a bit difficult to react to. But other than that, this fight is very easy to do. Just keep in mind that the triangle attack it has an active hitbox, so you just want to keep that in mind. So this move here, look how active it is. So say if you get like a KO on her when she does the attack, you might get a double KO because you'll get tagged by the triangle. So just keep that in mind. That green triangle is very active. So just be careful about that. Okay, so this is boss number 2, Dullahan. This is a very easy boss fight. There's no rocket science behind this. The idea is just to kill him straight away. Anyone can do this. The idea is essentially you just want to make sure you get 5 shuriken tosses out. So make sure you do that properly. It's very easy to mash into like a Kaiser Knuckle because obviously there's a cooldown, right? You can't just keep mashing. See? So keep that in mind. But yeah, the idea is just to get 5 shuriken tosses on him. However you want to do it is up to you, as long as you can just kill him like straight away. Now I think the ideal way is to go underneath his weapon here and just throw them here. Okay, so that can happen. So that was slow. Let me try that again. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan doing the setup or doing the kill under the sword, because it can be very easy to bonk. Like that. Okay, so that's like the optimal basically. You can do that a bit faster, but okay, no, that was very fast actually. So I got the skull in the middle here. So this is what you want actually. So that's the optimal setup. Now, I mean, yeah, there's obviously a fear of bonking into his head, bonking into the weapon and then losing a bit of time for that, but there's different ways you can do this, honestly. I think the best way is however you're comfortable with. So I mean, you can even do this, do that, and then on the third hit you just take a damage boost, and then you're always guaranteed to like kill him. Like you're not gonna make a mistake doing this. Now I can see his head spawned a bit on the right here, but that's fine. I mean, this is just like frame differences, to be honest, but it's gonna work every time. So But yeah, let me go that one time. But yeah, it's up to you honestly how you want to do this. But like I said, you just want to get 5 shuriken tosses as quickly as possible. Like that. I like this. This is my favorite way of doing that. You're never gonna come here with low health. It's like impossible. So you don't have to worry about losing HP. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Very easy to do. Alright, cool. So we got boss fight number 3, which is Stella. So this fight is very easy actually now because there's a setup to beat her. Before it was a bit random, but after some testing, that we've got a setup for this now. So obviously, just make sure you're looking at your HP and your MP before you come here because it might be a bit low. Cool. So basically, you just want to jump here, and basically that's a blind. That spot specifically lets her do that specific attack. I want to say that attack is like an anti-air. So if you go like right in front of her, she'll just do that. So you can see her. So yeah, you see her do it. So I think she's programmed to do that attack when you go next to, like right in front of her, like kind of above. So yeah, as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm abusing the AI here. So obviously, when she's like this, you just want to do this. Oh, I'm not even sub actually. So you just want to go in front of her here, get hit by this. You can probably do that too. And then you just want to keep side switching like this. It's very easy to do. This is actually a mechanic that's very abusable in this game for a few bosses. Obviously, she's one of them, along with her sister, Loretta. I think there's one more. Nope, one more then. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, very easy. Just practice getting this attack out and then just doing that. Like, that's all you need to do. Just make sure she does this and you win. Now, you cannot do this with other attacks. She won't allow you to... Like, you can't abuse this trick here of side switching. If you try and do it with any of her other attacks, she'll just continue doing her attacks. So, you specifically need to get this attack out. Yeah, so something like that, like, she has like 5 other attacks, they won't work. She has an attack that's very similar, which looks like the anti-attack, but it isn't. So you just need to keep that in mind. I think it's like a piss. Let me see if I can get that lower actually. I'm pretty sure I can get this lower if I wait a bit. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect, yeah. So yeah, this just trivializes the fight, so it's very easy to do. Cool, so that's boss number 3, Stella. Okay, so next up we got Dagon, or Dagon, how you pronounce this guy's name. So I want to say this is a top 3 for one of the worst bosses in the speedrun. There's literally no control over this boss. As of now. As of this day, there's no control over this boss. It's completely random what he does. You just need to hope and pray he doesn't drain the water when you go in. I mean, this fight is very straightforward. You just want to toss shurikens at his head, basically. Just make sure you angle it properly, but... Yeah, so when he does this straight away, this is the god RNG here. So you should be able to kill him very quickly. Yeah. He should be dead. Yeah. I could have got a bit quicker, but he would have swum to the right side anyway, but... So something like that is god RNG. Not the best RNG? I think the best RNG is where he just doesn't move at all, but honestly, that's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, you just want to toss shurikens at his head. Let me see if I can change the RNG here. If I slide into it. There's basically fixed RNG depending on what you do, but... Yes, he's got this attack here where he lets the little guys out. He can swim left or right. Keep doing that. He hasn't really got much attacks actually. It's just that he has one very annoying attack you don't ever want to see. Just trolling. There you go. So yeah, when he does this, it just makes the fight dramatically longer because you're unable to well, I mean, sometimes you can get a full hit shuriken, sometimes you can't, but obviously the guard point on his chest just makes it rough. Yeah, just expect a lot of time loss if you're trying to get a good time here. But yeah, definitely a top 3 contender for being the most annoying boss in this run. Not that it's hard, it's just annoying. So yeah, just make sure you toss shurikens at his head. Yeah, just make sure you get a good height on it. Like when you reach your like peak altitude, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so next up we got Death. So this fight is very straightforward, but it's a bit weird because there's many things you can do in this fight to speed it up. So let me just hop in. Let me just get into the room. Let me do that again. So you want to enter Charlotte and cast Strength up, and you basically just want to kill him with the Claymore. Now when he changes mode, you want to switch to Shuriken. Now if he stays in Shuriken forever, just throw out Tonics. It's fine. If he switches back, then go back to Holy Claymore. But yeah, you have to you just have to kind of adapt really and see what he does. When he's in the air like this, it's pretty annoying because you can't abuse the backdash cancel here, which basically accelerates the fight. I don't know what he's doing there. He's like trolling mega hard. That was such a weird fight. Wait, let me reset the RNG. But yeah, I think the ideal world is you want him really low to the ground like this, and then you just do this. And then you just mash on this. Now, you can gamble it and just keep doing this, which is obviously fast, but then depending on the RNG of the scythe bounces, it can be very annoying to deal with. So if you want, you could break the hand and just end it, but I personally just deal with it. I just try and dodge it. Like say if you just see it, like say if you're just doing your backdashes like this, right, and you see it coming at you, you can just backdash cancel, move out the way, like that. You see that? You can just do that. So I personally prefer to do that, but yeah, I think ideal world you want him to do the bouncy scythe attack and then just pray the scythe isn't bouncing into you. But it's a very weird fight because it can be very fast but very slow. Okay, it's perfect. So this attack here. So let me show you what happens if you get grabbed. So if you get yoinked like this, it's pretty much GG. You can call your partner here, but she won't be able to save you, just because of how we says shut up. But yeah, this is a guaranteed one hit KO. So you do not want to get hit by this. Oh, it's over. It's happened to me in a run. But yeah, if you ever see this attack, you could try and dodge it manually, but it's a bit scary. So I personally prefer doing this. Like this attack is telegraphed. This one will always come out first, and then it's like an order. But basically, you just want to put Charlotte here. Just let Charlotte take the hit, and then, I mean, hopefully by the time he does his attack, he should be nearly dead. He doesn't really do that attack early. But just keep that in mind, because if you do get grabbed, it's over. It's literally over. You can't defend yourself out of it, because it does more life than your HP. Yeah, it does like 280 or something, and you got 240 at this point. So just keep that in mind, and you'll be alright. But yeah, that is death. Okay, so the next boss fight, which is Stella and Loretta, the iconic boss fight in this game. So you want to make sure you have Shuriken when you enter this fight, and Sanctuary obviously needs to be on if you want a good ending. And that's pretty much it really. So when you walk into the boss fight, just make sure you do this, just so you clear Charlotte of any like nonsense, because sometimes she gets stuck casting like this. Like you might see her stuck casting forever, and the easiest way to clear it is just to do this. So just do that as you enter the boss room. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, let me enter in. So there's basically 5 attacks she has, and you need to learn all of them. So I will go over all of them to make sure you know what to do every time you get here. But yeah, let's go in. Okay, so this attack here, you want to if I just show you. So yeah, this attack's fine if she does this, because you get to cast Sanctuary straight away. She will do it again because of the RNG. The RNG's fixed there. But yeah, if you hear her say sister, immediately go behind Loretta and then start casting Sanctuary. And then when you hear her say sister again, run between them. You need to wait for the audio cue though. You can't like run too early or you'll die. But yeah, this is something you'll have to practice. But don't be ready to like do the setup. You need to listen to audio cues. But yeah, this works all the time. Honestly, just look at what I'm doing, it will make sense. So what I like to do is I like to go in the middle here and then get tagged by this here. And then do that. So yeah, you can abuse this mechanic here or this AI by doing this side switch here. But yeah, you cannot cast Sanctuary during this attack. You just kind of have to hold it, unfortunately. So I like to do that. So you want to like copy that movement I did basically. You want to like go over here and then go back. Let me show you not what to do. Don't go over here. This is a bad idea because you'll go into the wall after the attack. Yeah, and then you won't be able to set it up. So never do it. Never walk left. Always be on the right side of the room. If you see her do this attack, slide under, slide back, then side swap here. Look at her and then do this. Okay, so this is perfect. So this is one of the better attacks she has here. So you can immediately start casting Sanctuary the moment you see her do that. Very easy to do. Let me go over that again. But yeah, every time you walk into this boss room, make sure you don't like assume an attack's gonna happen. Just stay in the middle and react because you might mess up on one of the other attacks she has. Or whatever they are. Just be careful of Stella when you're side swapping because she can like swat you and interrupt you. But then after Stella's done, Loretta's done casting, focus on Loretta more than Stella because she's the one that's giving you the problem in this in casting Sanctuaries. Perfect. So yeah, Blizzard Storm. So this is the exact same with the ice wolves. You do the exact same strat here. Just go behind her. Like when you see that glyph that's facing forward, you know you're good to set down Sanctuary. So this one's very easy as well. So you can treat this as the ice wolf one. Just get behind and start casting it. And then yeah, and then when Loretta's done casting, focus on her for the side switches rather than Stella. So if you hear her say Ice Catch Up, just quickly run up and then just start throwing shurikens here, and then you should be able to set it up right here. The Sanctuary. Like this. So this one's very straightforward to do as well. Let me just go it one time. So I mean, you can even run forward, shuriken toss, and then do that. And basically where Stella is, there's not really an ice drop there, so that should be a safe spot over there. But yeah, this is a good way of dealing with icicle drops because this move's a nightmare. She just cast it forever, so you have to interrupt her, unfortunately. But yeah, that's how you deal with all 5 Stella Loretta attacks. So you got the Ice Block, the Ice Wolves, the Blizzard, the Icicle Drops, and the Ice Sword. And yeah, just make sure you do this when you enter the boss room. Just do that, just to clear Charlotte of any nonsense. And yeah, that's it. Easy peasy. Alright, cool. So next up we got Mummy Man. This fight is very straightforward as well. Just make sure you got dots on Jonathan and intellect boost on Charlotte. So you want to enter the room as Charlotte. This boss is very easy. He doesn't have many. I think he only has 3 attacks, I believe. Just make sure you, just cast intellect boost straight away. Like this, and then just... Okay, so if he does this attack, just jump over his head and then spam it over here. And then he should be dead, hopefully. Yeah. Like, say he does the mummy wrap attack here, and then he does it again on this side. He should be dead. Like, you shouldn't have to jump over again. If he does, you probably messed up somewhere, but... Yeah, that's the only annoying attack you have to deal with. He's got 2 more attacks. He's got the blocks, and he's got more blocks, actually. Blocks of spikes there. He's got exploding blocks, and then he's got blocks of spikes. I'm not sure if he's gonna do it though. Okay, so he did it. So yeah, this attack here, you just wanna just keep an eye on your HP and just keep mashing it here. This attack can kill you if you're not paying attention to your health, so it does a lot of damage. Oops. Yeah, like that. Like you can see, like depending on which blocks hit you in order, like it could hit you like outside of your iframes basically. So you just got to be careful. Some of them can go free, but some of them will actually tag you because you'll run out of iframes. Okay, so we got these blocks here. This attack is fine to deal with. It's pretty quick to get over it. If he just does it again, just jump over it. But yeah, don't stay in there because it does a lot of damage. Oh yeah, just to keep in mind that you literally just picked up Griffin Wing, so mashing darts can be a bit tricky now. Because you could get a Griffin Wing input if you're like mashing on it without thinking about your button presses. So you could be doing this. Yeah, like that. So you could just accidentally do that, which can be annoying. So this isn't really just mash. I mean, it is mashing, but it isn't because you really need to be careful of your presses. So just be a bit mindful about that, and you'll be good. This boss is very easy. Yeah, the only real thing you have to worry about is the mummy wrap attack. Just jump over his head and just throw darts on the other side. It's very easy, and just pay attention to your health because a lot of his attacks do high damage. So just look out for your HP bar. And that's pretty much it. So okay, so next up we got the creature. This boss is very straightforward as well, but I'm using a new strat for this boss. I'm not using shurikens, I'm using darts because of dart movement, and I don't want a menu to switch out. So let me just show you the setup. So you just need darts on Jonathan and intellect boost on Charlotte. So yeah, cast the intellect up with Jonathan out and then switch. You need to do that pretty quickly in this fight because she can get interrupted. And then just hug this corner and just smash darts here. Now you're going to be taking damage here, so just be careful. But yeah, there's a little blind spot here where he can't, he cannot hit you with his hurt box. So the only thing that can hit you is attacks, so you're pretty much safe in this corner. You are going to be taking hits, but at least it accelerates the fight. The only thing you have to worry about is getting grabbed. He has an attack that can grab you, like that. If he grabs you, just react to it and heal, because it's going to take a lot of damage. But yeah, this is like just chilling here in the corner and just smashing darts is pretty fast. So very straightforward fight as well. I think I prefer it over shuriken because shuriken can be a bit annoying to do because like if I show you, I think they both have their merits, but I think I prefer dart spamming because it just feels very fast. And because of the dart route I'm doing, it just makes more sense to stay on darts too. But yeah. I mean, yeah, this is like nice and all, but I mean, that was insane RNG, honestly. But the thing is, he might not do that every run. Like, he might do the arm attack, the Gatling attack, And that really shuts down Shuriken, like, it literally just shuts down Shuriken's potential. So, it's either you have a godlike fight or like a really slow fight with Shuriken, but if you're going into darts, it kind of just balances it out, so... But yeah, I mean, you could do either, but I prefer darts, so... That's me. But yeah, that's the creature. Very straightforward attack, boss fight. Just be careful of the missile attack. The missiles is a bit scary, and grabbing can be a bit scary, but apart from that, all the other attacks don't do too much damage. The lightning bolt can hit you twice, so just be a bit careful about that as well. And yeah, that's it really. It's a very easy fight. It's nothing too complicated about this fight. So, alright, so next up we got Medusa. So this fight is actually very easy if you do it in a certain way. So just make sure you got Shuriken and Intellect boost on. And you need to run to a specific spot so that she triggers a certain attack. So you just want to go in a spot here, so right here, and then cast Intellect boost, and then this is where the fight becomes easy. You just do this. Now you won't kill her in time, so you'll have to like do the fight normally. You could chill back here again if you want. I mean, that works. But you could never kill her in that one attack. You will have to see another attack or just trigger that same attack again. Yeah, this is very easy. This makes the fight so much better to do because a lot of it is very awkward to hit her because she's moving around. And obviously Shuriken's a bit weird too. So yeah, just cast Intellect up here and then just throw Shuriken, and the moment it's done, just do Griffin Wing. And then when you run out of mana, tonic up, and then just rinse and repeat really. And then like I said, you can even go back here and then just do that. Now you might think it's a bit of time waste to do that, like get hit, but it can be awkward to attack her if you like successfully dodge her attacks. So. So yeah, let's say I'm over here, right? Now look, she's gonna keep moving around and it's just really awkward to hit her. So I mean, just keep that in mind. Like, if you're gonna reset that attack or you're gonna just like risk it afterwards, then I don't know. The choice is yours, really. But yeah, let me just go over that one more time. So quickly go to the rope. Where that rope is, that's your visual cue. This rope, like, this rope here, just go right in front of it and then do the setup and then do this. Like that. See, so that's a fast kill there. And then yeah, you can do your guitar setup, whatever. Watch the curtains fly up. But yeah, that's how you beat Medusa. Very easy. Nothing. Again, nothing complicated. Okay, so next up we got the werewolf now. So this fight is also very easy too. So you just wanna walk in as Charlotte, and the nice thing about this fight is that you can start casting Intellect before he even spawns. So just get that set up. And then make sure you got darts on too, and then just mash darts really. This fight is very easy actually. A bit reminiscent of Astarte actually, but just keep an eye out on your health too. He doesn't really hit you hard, which is nice, and the fight ends very quickly too, so... He can do that attack where he dodges, like he goes in one, can be a bit annoying. You can see he's got a Shoryuken there. If you ever do run out of tonics, you could just swing your sword instead. Oh, I think I died. Oh no, we're good. Like, say you just ran out of mana somehow, and you think he's nearly dead, you could swing your sword, because I do believe he's weak to light. It does a lot of damage anyway, but yeah, just letting you know that you can swing your sword if you think you're low on MP. Just be a bit mindful of the Griffin Wing as I do that straight away. And then yeah, if you ever get hit, I didn't mention this, but if you ever get hit in any boss fight where you need to keep your buff up, instead of like switching like that and then losing your buff, just jump. So you break your fall and then just continue doing whatever you're doing. Just so you don't lose out on time. So yeah, that is the werewolf. Okay, so next we've got Brauner here. So this fight is a bit tricky. Make sure you enter with Shuriken and intellect boost. So this is a fight where you kind of want to know how to deal with all his attacks. So just start casting intellect boost. And if he does the X here, just chill here. Just chill under here a bit. Okay, so this stone heads here that inflict petrify, there's a blind spot underneath it. So you can just chill and spam shuriken here. Now this attack is pretty annoying, especially when there's paint on the screen. You just want to... He will always like swoop down, so just keep that in mind. And then he will land. He only ever tries to hit you once, but then he's like moving around the screen, so just be careful of that. And then just keep spamming shuriken. Make sure you get all 4 hits. And then yeah, if he ever does X, just swing your sword and then continue throwing shuriken. Okay, I know he's doing the poison wheel attack. He might die there. This attack's pretty annoying to deal with. It might be the only attack where you lose a lot of time on because it's just like in your face, and obviously you can dodge it, but you're not hitting him and you're losing time. So yeah, if you ever see that attack, just wait for it to like finish and then cure the poison and then heal up. But yeah, seeing that attack is kind of annoying. So I'm gonna swing my sword here. And then yeah, you'll probably get hit by the little blood splatter there. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so that attack you saw there, so you kind of need to react to it. But basically, if you see him do 2 portraits, you know he's doing the curse statue. So what you want to do is you want to damage boost into Brauner just before it comes out, and then you'll run through the one that's next to you. I will show you again. But yeah, this one, just heal up and then just kind of just take the hits and then just cure the poison. This attack here, I like to go on the opposite side and then clear the arrow and then just continue. Okay, so he's doing the poison thing again. Okay, so then cure it. Like, I'll just show you like how I like to deal with these attacks. So yeah, like I said, there's like, you kind of just have to, when you keep fighting, you'll just know how to beat him quickly, basically. This is literally a fight where you kind of need to know his attacks, to be honest. Let's see what he does here. X. Okay, so just chill under here and then swing your sword and then just continue throwing shuriken here. Okay, so there's a blind spot here. Just chill here. There's a blind spot here. You're fine on that. Let's see what he does here. Arrow, so go on this side. Clear it here. And then for shuriken. Okay, so this one, like I said, this one is annoying, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. And then you can throw shuriken here. I just want to get that other... I think he's pretty much done everything except the 2 line blood. He can do 2 like an equal sign. He hasn't done that yet. And I kind of want to show the damage boost again. Okay, so I got the other attack here. So let me just load state here. So yeah, so if you see him do the equal sign, go to the other side which is closer to you. And then clear it from this side. And then you can just continue. And then yeah, obviously for this attack, you... Okay, cool, so I got it here. So I'm in an awkward spot, but yeah, as you can see, it curses you, and this is really bad. So the easiest way to deal with this move is to react to the double portraits. When you see 2 portraits come out the one, that's how you know he's doing this attack. So if you see it, just take a damage from him. Make sure you got HP. Just take a damage boost from him basically, and then you'll dodge it all the time. So say you're attacking like this, and you see it, just go into him like that, easy. And then yeah, just finish him off. So yeah, that's just pretty much how you deal with all his attacks. Like I said, this fight is easier when you do it a lot from the beginning. But yeah, it's just knowing how to deal with all his attacks and then just playing around it. Like there's nothing more. It's not rocket science or anything. So yeah, when I see this attack, I'm just gonna clear it on the other side. And then I know there's a blind spot here, so I just go in the blind spot and continue. And then he does his attack. Just try and hit him when he's flying around. It might be a bit annoying, but oh well. Like this. And then go on the other side. And that's it. Like very easy. Like you saw, like you knew what I was doing. Like I knew what I was doing. Yeah. Like the more you do this fight, you'll just understand how to beat him. But definitely learn how to deal with all his attacks, and then the fight becomes so much easier. Honestly. And yeah, that's Brauner. So cool. So again, to the near end of the game now. So we got Death and Dracula. So this fight is a bit tricky to optimize. It's easy, but it can be a bit tricky to optimize. So like, let me just give you a brief rundown of this fight. So obviously it costs intellect, but not here. So yeah, this fight can be a bit tricky to optimize. So you need shuriken and intellect boost. So you just want to go in, immediately cast it, like immediately. And then if you do it like this, Death should always do the clone attack like straight away. And then the idea of this fight is to get hit once and then go in the air again, and he should do clones again. And then basically the idea is get hit, clones, get hit, clones. Like that is the idea of the fight basically. Now I did it wrong, but yeah, so let me give you examples. But yeah, the idea is to kill him before the 4th attack, because every 4 he attacks, he does his special attack, which is the bats, and then the scythes, and then the explosion. So that's how you know when he does those attacks. But all the other attacks before that are just random. Like this. So yeah, that's what happens if you don't do that beginning properly. You won't get him doing the clone attack, so you won't get like a quick start. But you need to make sure you do this beginning bit like instantly. It's like that, and then go under. Like if you grind it out, you'll understand what I mean. Whoops. But yeah, you should be able to do this like the same way like every time. And then I walk under here. And then he should do the thing. Like that, and then he should do it again. Like you get the idea. Like the only thing that's RNG is Dracula. Like he won't spawn like this every run. He'll spawn differently, so you just need to keep that in mind. Let me just go over that one more time. So yeah, make sure you do the quick cast in the beginning. If you don't do that quick like beginning, you'll never get the clone out in time. So whoops. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I was in a bad spot. Like that. So Yeah, this is a fight you're gonna have to practice. I don't know if I make it look easy, but like it's definitely for the quick kill. That is, you just kind of need to keep playing it and just understand how it works. But yeah, that is Death and Dracula. Okay, so finally we have true Dracula now. So this fight is actually very easy with this new discovery of how to beat him. Guaranteed consistently, like every time. So this is pretty much a walk through the park. Now it can be very scary if you mess up. Like it could go horribly wrong if you mess up, so you need to be very careful. So this is the setup. So I'm just gonna show you and then I'll explain it after. So I don't know if you saw what I did there, but I got into a specific spot and then I did the little side swap there. And then this is very like straightforward. Anyone can do this now. So honestly, you can be greedy and try and throw, like squeeze in shurikens, but is it worth it? I'm not really sure. You're gonna have to ask that yourself. I guess it depends how fast you're on a run, but you can definitely be very greedy in this fight, but it's very risky because his hitbox is actually quite deceptive. Like you might just touch him randomly and you might get side swapped, or you might not be able to side switch in time, and then he does his attack. So I like to play it safe here. Like even if it means to cut one shuriken down, I'll do it just to finish the run. So yeah, so because I did it too late, I had to, like he just didn't attack basically. So this is like a HP trigger attack here, and yeah, you definitely don't want to, you don't want to get hit by that because that's guaranteed death. Like you can't dodge there. Let me go with that again. But yeah, like I said, you can be greedy, but he has a HP trigger where he does that attack, and if you let it happen, it's a huge time waste. So that's why I like to cut my shurikens down a bit and then like use all the space you've been given, you know, like just use all of it. Like go over here. Just make sure he doesn't do any other attack. Even if he does that hand attack, no, even if he doesn't do it, any other attack is just as bad because this loop, this setup here, like locks him into this position forever. Like he cannot do anything else. If you move him a bit more forward, basically he will never do this attack if he's next to the wall, which is bad. Which means he would do other stuff. Which is why I go into that specific spot in the beginning of the fight. So this locks him into like the middle of the room, so he never gets next to the wall. If you bring him to the wall, he will do another attack. He'll probably do the dash attack or something, where he like barges into you. But yeah, just mash Griffin Wing in the ceiling. Don't try and do a double jump. Just play it safe. Obviously, my mana right now. If your insect runs out for whatever reason, you can just do this. Whoops. Like, just wait a bit and then just do it. Yeah. Bit like that. So doing this setup trivializes the fight. But like I said, if you somehow accidentally get hit, the fight can go horribly wrong. Like trying to correct it is very unlikely, honestly. Like you'll need a bit of luck to get him into that, to lock him into that position again. Actually, this is a perfect example. Let me just show you here, actually. There's a reason why I do it on this candle and not next to the wall here. So if I go over here, okay, so look, now if I do the setup here, yeah, you see that? He will never do the fire attack when he's over there. Yeah, look. Yeah, this is... So he'll go into the wall and this is obviously bad. And then he'll do that. Yeah, there you go. So this is why you don't want to mess up the setup, like, ever. Like, ever. Let me just go over that one more time. So just remember, both Jonathan and Charlotte are out. Switch to Charlotte and unsummon Jonathan. And then go here, right under the candle. And then when he attacks, move forward a bit so you don't get hit. If you get hit, it's not the end of the world, but it just means you got hit. And then, yeah, do intellect boost and then just side switch, go back, and then just set it up. Easy peasy. And this pretty much trivializes the fight. And then, like I said, it's up to you how fast you want to throw shurikens, like when he's nearly done. Like I said, it's a bit of a gamble because like I said, messing this up can make this fight go horribly wrong. So I personally like to play it safe. I mean, you already locked him in, so why play greedy, right? Whoops. Okay, yeah, so something like that can happen, and it's not the end of the world. Okay, well that can be. So switch, go under the candle, move forward a bit, intellect up. Do that. Do that. Yeah, just be careful of his foot. Like I said, he has his hitbox is a bit deceptive, so you might think you're alright, but sometimes you're actually not. So you could bonk into his foot. Like, very easily. And then obviously for the fire attacks, very easy to dodge. Just go in between it. There's nothing more I need to say. But yeah, when you're doing the Griffin Wing side switch, make sure you go all the way. Don't go like in the middle. Even if he turns around, because he still might trigger an attack. Like he might think you're in front of him still, if that makes sense. Oh no, yeah, like he might think you're in front of him, even though it looks like you're on the other side. So just be careful about that. But yeah, I took a bit long there, so my intellect ran out. But if I did that properly, I would've. My intellect would have went the whole way. But yeah, that's how you beat all the bosses. This is the guide on how to beat all the 90% no outbound bosses. So hopefully this was very informative. And yeah, makes the run a lot understandable, because just looking at a run, just looking at one run and trying to copy like how to do boss fights doesn't really work like that. You kind of need to understand how they work. Especially the ones that are like RNG heavy, like Stella and Loretta. So yeah, thank you for watching.